Almost 3 years after the assassination of President Jovenel Moïse, Haiti has been in free fall, and we've seen over the last few days, and particularly the weekend, the country in a state of emergency. President Henry locked out of the country. He was in Kenya signing a deal with President Rotu to have troops deployed from Kenya to Haiti as a peacekeeping force, and now not able to return to the country. CARICOM has been meeting in emergency session since last night on the Haiti situation. The gang seems to have formed an alliance, working together. They have freed over 4,000 prisoners, assaulted the prison, police nowhere to be seen, and the situation in a state of emergency, millions going hungry, and the troubles in Haiti continue to go on without any comprehensive solution to the problem. Now, CARICOM has been asking the Haiti to work with President Henry, something that has caused some of the protests and rebellion that is taking place. His mandate, the legality of his presidency is in question. He had never been elected or sworn in, and he had promised to step down months ago, had not done so, and so that is also a cause for protest. The elected officials, their term in office have expired for quite some time now, and the chaos continues. Now, joining me on the narrative is Guyla Delvar. He is a journalist and a correspondent for Reuters. He's also been a correspondent for the Caribbean Media Corporation, and he is on the ground in Haiti to update us on what's happening there and how the future looks for his country. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, it's good. It's good to have you on. But you know, Haiti continues to be a cause for sadness and concern for the rest of us here in the Caribbean, who dearly love that nation for what it stands for. What can you tell us about what's going on now with the gangs having taken over the country in the last few days?
Yes, what is going on now is really sad because people don't even know what to do and how to approach the situation. Because now when you have gangs taking over, even people who were against, some of them who were against the government, now they're afraid because they can trust gangsters with their destiny. But last night, for example, you have gangs who gathered outside the airport, the international airport, threatening to bring down any aircraft that would bring back Prime Minister Henry, and they are swearing every day now that they would kill the Prime Minister if he comes back. And as a matter of fact, the Prime Minister never came back, even though some people announced that he was coming yesterday. It didn't happen. But around the airport yesterday, there was clashes between gang members and police.
And the police.
Officers.
I understand that even international, something that has never happened in Haiti before, even with all the turmoil that's been taking place, that international flights have stopped flying in to the airport as well, because of all
yes.
this.
Yeah, of course. And the gangs, they seem very determined. They're not playing, and they're walking on the streets with heavy weapons, and people are really afraid even to criticize. Because they don't know what would be the reaction, because now they run the country. They are the ones possessing power in Haiti. It's not the government. It's like there were no government right now, because the gangs in the street, if they refrain themselves, that's their choice. But there's no challenge, absolutely no challenge.
I understand
to their.
That the police, there was no, the gangs announced that they were going to go to the prison They freed thousands of prisoners, but they announced beforehand that they were doing this, and the police high command did not offer any support and aid to the police and to the security at the prison.
Yeah, but they know also that they don't have the means, because the gangs are really powerful, heavy weapons, and they don't. They, like a policeman, when they go out, they have to calculate how many weapons, how many ammunitions they're using. The gangs, they have plenty of them to waste. But so I talked to an inspector general of the police yesterday. He said that he recognized that the police, uh, had I could not match the power, the firepower of the gangs. He admitted it. So if the gangs do more, it's their trust. There's no challenge at all. No challenge so far.
Because I am looking at a photograph here, and I'm going to ask the producers to put it up on the screen in the program. But I'm looking at it here, and the Barbecue, his nickname is Barbecue. He leads the G9 and family gang, and he seems to be the one in charge right now in Haiti. Is that so?
Yeah, but there are several other leaders. They do a coalition. They come together to decide to overthrow the government. And what also appeared today, this morning, they're talking about a new government to be installed anytime now. They have a meeting today to decide how they are going to install the new government with a 3-member committee that will be led by a judge at the appeal court. His name is Junior, and there are 2 other members, including Guy Philippe, the former rebel leader, who will take over power anytime now, according to what they announced this morning.
So this group of 3, they will choose a new government, or they will be the new government. They will lead the new government.
Yeah, they will be like on top, like the president. It is a presidential committee with the powers of a president. So they will have to appoint a prime minister to deal with administrative, things about the administrative aspect of the government. That's what they announced today.
So there will be one president, or the 3 of them? Are they proposing that the 3 of them hold the presidential seat?
Yeah, it will be a council. A council with a president.
Council. A presidential council. Oh.
Yes, exactly. With one leader and 2 other assistants. 2 assistants.
And the judge, the former judge will be the leader. Is proposed to be the leader of this.
That's what they announced this morning.
And so this gang alliance is hoping to have this presidential council set up today in Haiti.
I mean, they have to gather today. They announced they would gather today to get everybody to sign, because all the members, the few members, they have not been there to sign already. So today they plan to do that, and after they would go to the presidential palace to install the new authority. I mean, that's what they said. I don't know if it will happen exactly this way. But they announced that they will take over power. They're very clear, and they have the weapons, and nobody seem to be able to challenge them right now. And they are very determined. They say they will install the new presidential committee.
New presidential committee. But
and they'll take over the country.
One of the problems with Haiti, going back to President Jovenel Moïse, is that there were constitutional breaches, elections that were due that were not being called. President Moise saying that his term started a year late, so he needed to stay a year later. That caused problems. There were protests over his presidency. He was assassinated. President Henry became Prime Minister. Henry took over, and there was no election, still no election. So the election, the issue of the election is an issue here. And Haiti is in no state right now to have an election. Everything is in chaos. But isn't it the fact that there were no elections, isn't that what the gangs were protesting? No, they're proposing to install a government through a coup, really.
Yeah, it's very complicated because in Haiti, unfortunately, when you have politicians, if you're thinking rationally, you won't understand, because Haitian politicians, they don't react, they don't act rationally as everybody would expect them to act. So they would say anything just for their personal gains, not for the country, unfortunately. So with that saying that President Jovenel Moise's term came to an end, it wasn't true. But many people believed it, had believed it, but it wasn't true. You can hear many things, but for now, the problem is you cannot solve the problem without elections. But to have elections, you need to have politicians committed to the democratic process and to play by the rules. And that's what the problem is. And there's no signs, clear signs of the politician changing attitude.
And because Haiti is bogged down by corruption as well. The gangs are a problem. Political corruption is another problem. How does Haiti, short of an invading force coming in, is that the only solution right now is an invading force? Is that what we're looking at, that someone needs to come in with a force and take control of the country again? Because the gangs are now armed to the nines. I mean, I see the images. They're armed to the nines and in control. Prime Minister Henry is out of the country. He's not in the jurisdiction. The State Department is saying he should be allowed back in. I don't think he wants to go back in a country where they're waiting to shoot him dead. So how do you're on the ground, you're there. What is it that Haitians hope will happen that can get some semblance of sanity and control back to their nation?
Yes, unfortunately, when a Haitian has to admit that the solution is to have a foreign force on the soil, it's very serious, it's very difficult, but there's no other way. Believe me, there's no other way. Because the gangs, they have already taken over, and the government, the police, nobody can challenge them. So, and now you have new developments with this new committee coming in, and when if they have time to establish themselves as new leaders, it will be more difficult to take them out. So something would need to be done immediately by the international community, and it's like and there's no time, because the bandits, the gangs, they are trying now to install a new government. They are in the process, and nobody will stop them. And they said it too. They said nobody can stop them from doing that. They have heavy weapons in their hands. So who will send in front of them? Nobody. And Guy Philippe is very feared also, and he had in the past conducted rebellion in 2004, and many people fear that, of course, it's playing a politician role, like saying very good things about what he would like to see change in Haiti, and it's very positive in speech. But when you have a government, on the base of anarchy or even banditism. So you can expect a lot of good from the government like that. But the thing, the people don't have a choice. Now it's giving or nothing. But like the people expected that the US could come, like the big countries like the US, the French, the Canadians, they can make a difference immediately. But they say that they would not intervene. That's a problem. Now the Kenyans, there's a deal for the Kenyans to come, but it's not. It will take at least
It will take some
more than
time.
a month.
It will take some time, more time
Yeah,
than the situation needs, given that the gang leaders
exactly,
have
exactly.
formed an alliance and are seeking to install their own government in Haiti. That may
Exactly.
that may have time take root before anything can happen with the Kenyan forces arriving.
What I mean, frankly, what many would wish to see is like tonight, tomorrow night, or next week. I don't know. Anytime that a force could come to help, but otherwise it will be too late.
As far as the state of emergency is on, what is it? What's happening with the Haitian people? I know that even before the state of emergency that emerged over the weekend, people were still afraid to go out on the streets, trying to figure out, when is the best time to go? Should I go out? Is it worth it going out? And people were living with that level of fear, which really is not unusual for Haiti. But it has escalated now. How fearful are the people in Haiti right now? What's happening on the streets as I speak to you?
No, to be honest, there's no life in Haiti right now. No life. People don't go out. People are afraid. People. It's not that there is somebody standing there preventing them from moving, but they fear for their lives because there's no law. Absolutely no law. If someone wants to come to your house and kill your people, in front of everybody, nothing will happen. You can call the police. There's no police to call. There's no authority. Nothing. That's crazy.
Where are the police officers now? Where are the police officers? Are they in hiding? What are they doing right now?
No, they are there, but what can they do? I don't think they can do much. For example, the bandits, when they were operating over the weekend, they have their drones flying over the National Palace, over the penitentiary, and so on, watching the guards, watching everything going on and taking decision with regard to what they see on the scene, on the, you know. But the police don't have a drone like that. The police can match them. That's at least that's something really small for police to be able to do. A drone, just to, if you're operating, to know what is going on in the area and so on. The police can do that, or if they can do it, they haven't done it. They haven't shown any possibility. Like Izo, the gang leader, one of the gang leaders, he was with his drone, and he was talking to people on his command, telling them, at least at such point, there's no police, there's no security you can attack, commanding an operation, from the slum where he was. It's like a movie, like he's telling, hey, do this, go right, go left. At this such point, there's a police
Checkpoint.
patrol. Yeah, whatever. And how come the police can't do that?
Over 4,000 prisoners were let out of various prisons that they had stormed. Have they joined the rebellion, or what's happening? And did the gang leaders free the prisoners hoping to swell their ranks, increase, get more soldiers? Why target the prisons?
Yeah, no, there are rumors that many of those people they went directly to their base, or to join the gangs directly from prison. Some, I understand, didn't even go home or anywhere else. They go directly to the base of the gangs, friendly gangs, and of course now they will have to analyze their position, because now they have nothing to lose, because they were in prison, they're free now, so they're more dangerous right now. And of course, as I said, the problem is that there's nobody to call to say, come and help. Nobody for now. If you have a problem, there's nobody, absolutely nobody you can call.
Now, the CARICOM has been meeting. They met late into the night on Monday. They are meeting today, Tuesday, continuing. They were continuing to meet on Tuesday morning, trying to work out a solution. But one of the things that there's a three-member panel that CARICOM had put together of eminent persons with Dr. Kenny Anthony, former prime ministers of Caribbean countries. Dr. Kenny Anthony, who's a former prime minister of St. Lucia, Bruce Golding, a former prime minister of Jamaica, and former Prime Minister Christie of the Bahamas. And they are supposed to be trying to come up with a solution for Haiti. One of the things that CARICOM has been insisting on is that that President Henry, that they work with him, but there's serious opposition to that in Haiti. Do you think that CARICOM is not being helpful enough? What have you been paying attention to CARICOM's role in finding a solution to the Haitian crisis? And what's the feeling in Haiti regarding CARICOM's involvement in the situation?
Yeah, but the problem is not CARICOM, and CARICOM cannot do much in it.
Well,
because
we don't
first,
have an army. We certainly don't have an army.
No, but even in a negotiating way, because when you negotiate, you need to have like a weapon, something that the person would fear.
You have to have leverage. You have to have some sort of leverage. For the negotiation to be successful. Yeah.
So they don't consider that CARICOM has any leverage at this. If they cared about Haiti, of course they would come together and agree to do something together. That would be the best scenario. But believe me, it won't happen. Now, now even less than before. Now much less than before. It will not happen. And not only it will not happen, and it can even happen because now it's not Henry. It's not going to be about Henry. It's going to be about gangs. I'm going to say an executive made up of gang representatives that are going to lead the country. So they don't care for a lot of things that people are going to say. They're going to do exactly what they have to do, and nobody will stop them. And as I told you, the only way to stop them right now would be for the US, for Canada, for France, or those countries who have, leverage in Haiti. They could say that they would intervene. They would threat that they would intervene, and that would help the situation. Even though there are many Haitians would not want that, but at this point, there's not much you could do unless you say you leave the country to the gangs. As the only other choice.
To the gang alliance government, which no one will accept.
Yeah, no one will accept. So that's a problem right now, and I don't see how it's going to be solved. As I said, now it's not a question of democracy, of rule of law. Now it's total chaos, total chaos.
Now, the rebel leader, Felipe, I believe you said, has he,
Philip,
did he give any indication as to what happens next? Should they successfully install this rebel government? What happens next? Have they given any indication that they will seek to settle the country down and go to elections? Or will this be ruled by an unelected, undemocratic presidential committee?
no, they have nice friends. I mean, if you hear Philip or even those other people who accompany him, like Moïse Jean Charles, who is a politician, leftist, left-wing politician. You know, if you hear them, people will want to hear what they have to say. But when you have a government who take over power in these conditions, like with gangs, heavily armed gangs, who could do whatever they please in the country, and you can't know what to expect. But at least nothing really good in terms of democracy, governance, and everything, all the rest. So now Haiti has always been in a difficult situation, but this situation I'm watching now, I've been journalist in the country for decades. I've never seen it, and I don't know how we're going to get out of it
All right.
without the help, without effective help from the international community. And it's right now, and I don't feel it's gonna happen.
Now, the wife of the Prime Minister Moise was arrested recently. She's accused of being part of this assassination of him. What do you know what her status is right now?
No, that was crazy. It was not true. There's no truth to that. You know, that's abuse as always, because they killed the president. Now they want to accuse his wife for with no support, with no evidence at all. It's crazy. It's like you killed somebody and now you want to kill him even. Um, I mean, I don't know how to say it. It's like
So she's being framed. You believe?
yeah, no, the first lady. I don't say. I mean, there's nothing that links it to the crime, like being as an author. There's nothing like that. And people who have a minimum sense of equity, you know, I don't think nobody would believe that. There's no such thing. It's a political thing.
And where is she now?
Unfortunately, you have a judge that you know got into that.
Oh, where is she now? Do you know?
No, she's not. I don't think she's in the country because her life was threatened, and she said it several times. You know, because she opposed the government, the actual government, and at some point she even accused the prime minister of complicity. You know,
In her
so
husband's assassination.
yeah, you know that's crazy. I don't believe it.
Mm. Well, Gala, I want to thank you so much for joining me on The Narrative to update us on this. Please do stay in touch because this is going to be continuing coverage here on The Narrative, and I would love to have you back again as things unfold, particularly to find out what direction this proposed rebel government is going to go in the next 24 hours or so. You see, they're meeting today, and there's going to be some sort of direction on the installation of a government based on backing from this gang alliance that has taken over your country of Haiti. I want to thank you so much for joining me on The Narrative.
No problem. It's a pleasure.
All
We
right, thank
talk
you.
soon.
Yes, thank you. This is The Narrative. I'm your storyteller, Callistra Faria. Taking a look there at the latest crisis in Haiti. The country has been taken over by gang members. The gangs in Haiti have seemed to form an alliance and are flexing a very big muscle in this. Now, they are in control of the country. You heard there from Gaila Delva, journalist and Reuters correspondent, that they are planning to meet Tuesday, to discuss the installation of a presidential committee and with a view to putting a government in place without an election taking place. Now, whether or not an election takes place in Haiti is not something that's likely to happen anytime soon, even if the situation it does not, as the rebels hope, does not go their way. The country is in chaos and the conditions do not exist for holding free and fair elections in Haiti. The international community shying away from intervening in Haiti. Guyler telling us there that the only solution that he sees on the ground, he is in Haiti, and the only solution he sees is an invading force, something that is not desired by many. People do not like the idea of the foreign intervention that has continued over and over in Haiti over these very long period as the country continued to be embattled, but seeming to be the only solution right now as the gangs have taken over. More than 4,000 prisoners let out of prison after the gang members stormed the prison. Guyler telling us that many of them went straight into the gang, so their numbers have swollen, and they are better than the police in terms of technology and manpower, and certainly they have won this round. They have taken over the country. The police unable to do anything about it. The president, the prime minister, who took over after the assassination of Prime Minister Jovenel Moise, still out of the country. He was in Kenya seeking to strike a deal to have Kenyan forces deployed in Haiti to try to bring some sort of calm and peace to the country, to stabilize things and get a hold, because the gangs have been creating problems for quite some time now. Even when President Moise was alive, there was problems as well. His legitimacy was being questioned even at that time. And so, however, a Kenyan force is not one that can be deployed immediately, an agreement just being signed. There was some pushback from the Kenyan parliament, some conditions that need to be satisfied, seems to have been satisfied now, but it is not something that can happen overnight. Gaila Delva telling us there that what they need before this rebel government can be installed and take root is intervention in Haiti now. CARICOM meeting overnight in an emergency session, meeting continuing on Tuesday morning as they seek to find a solution. However, what CARICOM has offered, which is that Prime Minister Henry be supported, is something that is not a popular idea inside of Haiti. This is The Narrative. More when we come back.